Good day. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu charges religious leaders on peace and progress. Federal government approves pay increase for civil servant on consolidated salary structures. On the Florence highway collapse kills 19 people in China. In sport, former Nigerian international Bright Omokao wants Super Eagles coach to shun undue influence in player selection. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has charged religious leaders, particularly Methodist bishops, to continuously partner with the government for peace and progress in the country. Governor Sanwo-Olu said this during a courtesy visit by the Methodist bishops, led by the Archbishop of Third Mainland Diocese, Obafemi Adeleye, at Lagos House Marina. The governor, who describes religious leaders as important stakeholders in society, implored them to continue to propagate good news through their pulpits to give hope to people in difficult times. Sanwo-Olu assured the visiting bishops of his commitment to providing the necessary assistance for the success of the forthcoming Methodist Bishops' Council Summit holding in July. Speaking earlier, Most Reverend Obafemi Adeleye congratulated Governor Sanwo-Olu for his re-election and praised the governor for his remarkable achievements since taking office as the #1 citizen of Lagos State. Lagos State's government has charged core members serving in the state on ethical conduct and selfless service. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education of the state, Abayomi Abolaji, gave the charge while delivering a lecture titled Professionalism in Teaching at the Lagos State Orientation Camp of the National Youth Service Corps, Baja, Lagos. Abolaji pointed out that the conduct and ways of life of core members must reflect their personal integrity, truthfulness, honesty, and loyalty. He said the desire of every core member must be to serve the country selflessly and make Nigeria a better nation to live in. Abolaji also harped on the need for core members to make the skills and knowledge they acquired in the course of their studies to positively impact on their immediate communities, adding that these would make them great leaders the country would be proud of. In light of the current petrol scarcity, the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service has warned the public, particularly motorists, against the indiscriminate storage of fuel in inappropriate locations. State Fire Chief Margaret Adesheye emphasized the grave dangers posed by storing fuel in unauthorized areas such as vehicle booths, under the staircase at home, or within workplace premises, saying such practices significantly increase the risk of fire outbreaks, endangering lives, environment, and property. Adesheye noted that the safety of citizens and their surroundings is paramount to the Lagos State government, and the recent surge in emergency calls due to preventable accident is deeply concerning. According to her, the agency is intensifying its safety enlightenment campaign to get in commercial facilities, public spaces, and grassroots communities. Adesheye, who stressed that fuel scarcity does not justify illegal or unsafe storage practices, cautioned against repurposing jerry cans used for petrol storage for other inflammable liquids, and advised motorists, especially those operating commercial vehicles, against storing petrol in their boats. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has approved a 25 to 35% increase in the salary structure of police officers and armed forces public servant, among others. It announced this through the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, NSIWC, stating that the salary rise takes effect from January 1, 2024. The NSIWC, in a statement issued by its head of press, Emmanuel Njoku, said the approved increase of between 25 to 35% in salary is for civil servant on the remaining 6 consolidated salary structures. It will be recorded that those in the tertiary education and health sector had already received their increases, which involved consolidated university academic salary structure and consolidated tertiary institutions salary structure for universities. For polytechnics and colleges of education, it involved the consolidated polytechnics and colleges of education academic staff salary structure and the consolidated tertiary educational institution salary structure. The health sector also benefited through the consolidated medical salary structure and consolidated health sector salary structure. Ogun State Chief Judge Justice Musumola Dikpaolu has granted amnesty to another 46 inmates at Oba and Ibara correctional centers in Abeokuta. The chief judge said that the move was to decongest correctional facilities in the state and bring hope to those behind bars. Given the breakdown of the beneficiaries of the exercise, Justice Dikpaolu stated that 31 inmates were released from the Oba Correctional Center and 15 from Ibara Correctional Center, bringing the total of inmates granted amnesty to 46. The chief judge expressed concern over overcrowding and dire conditions of the facility, noting that there is a need for swift justice and rehabilitation rather than mere punishment to address the root causes of congestion of correctional centers. In foreign news, 19 people have died after a slice of mountain slide highway collapsed in China's Guangdong province following days of heavy rain. 30 others were taken to hospital after a 17.9-meter stretch of the Meilong Expressway crumbled. Authorities have yet to state the cause of the incident. Images on state media showed a massive gash in the forested mountain slide below the highway. The 30 people in the hospital are currently at risk, while the provincial government has dispatched 500 emergency response personnel to the scene. Footage that appeared to have been taken shortly after that collapse showed flames and black smoke billowing from below the highway. In sport now, former Nigerian international Bright Omokao has warned Super Eagles head coach Finidi George to shun any form of undue influence on players' selection ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers slated for June. Omokao stated this on the backdrop of Finidi's appointment as the new senior national team coach. He also hated the Nigerian Football Federation for looking inward and making such bold decision. Omokao said that he will do everything to help Finidi succeed, but warned him not to be influenced in his player selection. And that's it on the news. Just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has charged corps members serving in the state on ethical conduct and selfless service. The federal government has approved a 25 to 35% increase in the salary structures of police, others, the armed forces, public servant, among others. We also told you that 19 people have died after a slice of a mountain slide highway collapsed in China. And finally, in sport, former Nigerian international Bright Omokao has warned Super Eagles head coach Finidi George to shun any form of undue influence on players in player selection ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifier slated for June. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Badebeshe. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.